astounding 43,000 pounds of thrust. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to the thunder, and here comes the lightning. From the right, on a knife's edge, the F-35C photo pass. To now demonstrate the agility of the F-35C, Lieutenant Underdown will approach for a tactical pitch. From a speed of 300 miles per hour, BAM will select full afterburner, roll the aircraft into a 45-degree turn, and showcase the F-35's ability to rapidly reposition its nose at slow airspeeds and high angles of attack. He will then climb into the vertical, demonstrating the power of the Lightning II as he accelerates away from the ground. Ladies and gentlemen, from the left, the F-35 tactical pitch. Hold out. Into the seat with a force of 7.5 times the force of gravity. To put that in perspective, during this maneuver, BAM's body weight will feel close to 1,500 pounds. During an aerial dogfight, the F-35C can execute extremely tight turns, giving it the ability to rapidly reposition its nose to gain an advantage on the adversary. Ladies and gentlemen, from the left, the miniest radius turn. variety of GPS and laser-guided air-to-surface bombs. To maintain its stealth profile, however, these weapons are carried by two internal weapon bay doors. As Lieutenant Underdown approaches from the right, he will cycle the weapons bay door, giving you a rare look at where the bombs and missiles hide from the enemy.
No one would have got bombs from. Open.
Virginia Beach from the right. Take a look at the weapons bay doors. Several things distinguish us Navy aviators from our Air Force counterparts. Most notably, other than being better looking, we are constantly landing aboard a 100,000-ton warship. We will next take a look to your left as BAM brings the F-35C in for a simulated carrier break at 500 feet and 500 knots. The carrier break is how fixed-wing aircraft enter the aircraft carrier landing pattern during anytime operations. After approaching the ship at a high rate of speed and executing a hard turn, BAM will then lower the landing gear and perform his landing checks. Unlike most aircraft that flare to land as smoothly as possible, the F-35C shipboard landing is much more violent. Shipboard landings require incredible precision to engage the hook into the arresting wires onto a moving flight deck. Throughout his career, Lieutenant Underdown has accrued almost 300 arrested landings. Ladies and gentlemen, we were listening to BAM's Paul the Ball, telling the landing signals officers that he sees the optical landing lens and is flying the approach with precision. The landing signal officers, who are fellow pilots, have the important job of monitoring an aircraft's approach to the aircraft carrier and provide directions to the pilot. Ladies and gentlemen, let's listen in. Roger ball.
Till I feel the way I want to feel. There's a blazing fire in my
is its larger wings and additional control surfaces. These attributes provide better handling as they approach the aircraft carrier and to make the aircraft extremely maneuverable at slow airspeeds. As Lieutenant Underdown carefully works to slow the jet down to an airspeed of 115 miles an hour, watches the control surfaces rapidly fluctuate in order to maintain stability at such slow speeds. After passing shore center, Lieutenant Underdown will then select Max Afterburner to display the sheer power of the Pratt & Whitney motor as he climbs away from the deck.
I fly above the trees, over the seas, in all degrees, to anywhere I please. Oh, I want to get away.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the right, keep eye out the pass. perform an approach at 300 feet and 0.95 Mach. You may notice while vapor coming off the aircraft, indicating it is approaching the speed of sound at nearly 750 miles an hour. While the aircraft is capable of speeds much greater than this, Lieutenant Underdown must be careful not to exceed the speed of sound as the sonic boom could shatter nearby windows. Ability to egress at low altitudes and high speeds enables the pilot to avoid detection and preserve the element of surprise. Ladies and gentlemen, from the left, the high-speed pass. Positioning for the final maneuver of this performance as he approaches for one last tactical pitch. He will use the tight turning capability to gain altitude and display the power of the most advanced fighter jet in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, from the right, the tactical pitch.